Auf geht's mit einer weiteren Folge von The Stanley Parable. Und da wahrscheinlich nicht nur mir diese Start-Latsch-Wege total auf den Sack gehen, werde ich jetzt einfach mal ein bisschen Magie spielen lassen. Ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns dann nachher. Und da sind wir auch schon, hinten im Bunker angekommen. Ja, halt die Schnauze mal auf. So, diesmal werden wir hochgehen und das grüne Rad drehen, statt das rote Rad. Schauen wir mal, was passiert. Wahrscheinlich nichts Gutes, so wie wir den Erzähler mittlerweile kennen. Desto schlechter fühlt er sich, ja, ist klar. Gott. Aber wenn das alles klappt, wie ich geplant habe, ist das die letzte Folge und dann haben wir Stanley Parable abgeschlossen. Ist das nicht wunderbar? So, nur noch kurz das grüne Rad hier gedreht und dann schauen wir mal, was passiert.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After it kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is that what you wanted?
Ja.
Control? Stanley. Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were meant to let it go, turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you have. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized that he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Ach, Kacke.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Oh, let's make it say, 2 minutes. Now, this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? Go ahead. Play with those controls all you like. The real controls are where I'm sitting. Did you really ever believe you held any power? Did you not think I knew what I was doing? When I erased your co-workers and turned off the machine, I was offering you freedom, an escape. I didn't have to do that. I've run this story many times and I don't always set you free. Sometimes you just sit there, day after day after day, doing your job forever, and then dying alone. But when I actually give you the freedom to control your own actions, it's not enough. I let you go, and you trapped yourself just the same. You just weren't made to handle this sort of responsibility, I'm afraid. But you know what you were made for? Pushing buttons. You get it now? Oh, I'm enjoying this. Tell you what, I'll throw some extra time on the clock just because I'm having so much fun. There we go. You see, I want to watch you for every long second you try to puzzle this out. After all, it should make sense, right? The timer, the nuclear detonation, the mysterious facility, it's all here. This is a video game. Except for one thing there, hero. You've got no weapon, no vehicle. You don't even know where you're going. When you saw that timer, you just instinctively started trying to find an exit, didn't you?
Arsch.
In fact, I bet you're still looking for a way out. I bet you're clicking on everything in this room, trying to open doors or vents or something and solve the puzzle. As though this game has a solution, as though it can be won. That timer is not a catalyst to keep things moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. It's the moment when the hero realizes that despite his best efforts, he is powerless to his environment. And then he lets go. He surrenders. And he dies.
Ach, wie kann man auch nur irgendwas Gutes hier erwarten?
30 seconds, Stanley. 30 seconds. Until a boom. And then nothing. No ending to this story, just you dying. I suppose you could have gotten an actual ending if you played along, but that just wouldn't have been your style, would it?
Niemals.
Instead, you'll perish knowing that the only choice you made here was to turn on that machine and to start this timer. But you won't be alone, because I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here to watch every second of your inevitable life from the time we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
ja, das war's dann wohl mit dem 5. Ende von der Stanley Parable. Und da wir noch Zeit haben, springen wir direkt ins 6. Ende von der Stanley Parable rein und damit auch ins letzte Ende von der Stanley Parable. Sprechen kann ich heute auch nicht mehr. So, und wieder mal lasse ich wieder ein bisschen Magie spielen. Wow.
Stanley decided to go to the staff. That's
Und
perhaps
da sind
even
wir auch schon im
more
Aufzug.
infuriating for me. So why don't you
Ja,
throw me a
mitten
bone?
während
Give me
er
a
uns
chance
zulabert.
and just let me tell the story I want to tell.
Nein, nein, nein. Und diesmal haben wir unten die Option, anstatt in die blaue Tür zu gehen, gehen wir in die rote Tür und schauen, was uns da erwartet. Wahrscheinlich wieder mal nichts Gutes.
Now listen carefully. This is important.
Ja,
Stanley walked through the red door.
klar, macht er. Oh.
Good, good. Now, if you don't mind, there's something I'd like to show you. But to do that, I think it would be best for us to start from the beginning.
Das wäre ganz schön billig, oder?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Dachte schon, das wäre jetzt schon das Ende gewesen. Ja, schauen wir mal.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. His job pushing buttons demanded little of him, so there was not much of himself to give. And in this way, Stanley's job felt less and less like his every day. But if buttons need pushing one day, it means they'll need pushing the next and then the next. So, without question or judgment, Stanley continued to do what the screen told him.
drück P.
One keystroke flowed into another keystroke, flowed into his ride home, flowed into dinner,
Und
flowed
Gott,
into
klar.
waking up, flowed into going to work, and here he was again. Stanley was typing out a complete sentence that said absolutely nothing at all.
Da hat er recht.
If in reality no one ever actually disappeared from the office, and Stanley never got the opportunity to make a decision, to choose which path he wanted to take, would his life still have any meaning? Perhaps when we long for something deeply enough, these hopes and fantasies become so strong in our minds that we truly believe that we're there, controlling that person, and living that adventure. To manipulate your own thoughts and emotions might mean freedom from a self-imposed prison, but these delusions can be fatal to those who can't tell the difference. And so, Stanley asked, if that door never opened, if I'll never be able to walk away from those people and from these buttons, is this life still worth experiencing? Am I actually happy? Stanley answered this question by pushing a button. Then he pushed a button, and then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button. Then he pushed a button.
Gut, das war's dann schon mit der Stanley Parable. War ja doch relativ kurz und schmerzlos. Ich würde sagen, dann beenden wir hier die heutige Folge und sehen uns dann beim nächsten Projekt anstatt Stanley Parable, was auch immer das jetzt wird. Ich weiß es noch nicht genau. Bis dahin, haut's rein und habt einen schönen Tag. Ciao!